Also heading north of the border to tie the knot are Andy and his Zimbabwean bride-to-be, Prisca.
I've never been to Scotland. I've never heard of Gretna Green.
Gretna will be their last stop before moving to more exotic climes.
I sort of out of the blue was offered a job opportunity to work in Liberia. Which one was your favourite? So Prisca needs to be recognised as my wife legally in order for her to come with me. Then we just decided to go for it in Scotland.
Andy and Prisca met on the internet 9 months ago.
I saw the eyebrows. I'm like, oh, eyebrows.
And Prisca didn't make the best first impression.
Prisca turned up, roughly, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes late.
Was I?
Yeah, of course you were. You're never on time.
Andy is very intelligent and organised.
I have developed a project management plan. I've created a Gantt chart. You're entering into a marriage with somebody, potentially for the rest of your life. You know, it's very, very serious business.
I'm more relaxed.
Opposites clearly attract, because just 5 months into their relationship, Andy popped the question.
Sometimes you just feel it's the right moment.
He proposed on that night with this bad boy, so...
Diamonds might be this girl's best friend, but in Zimbabwe, winning over the in-laws isn't quite so straightforward.
The standard dowry for my family, like my aunties and everybody, is 7 cows.
You can just pay completely in cash, but I actually thought that sounded a bit boring. I think it sounds a lot more interesting to actually go out to Zimbabwe and try to find the cows. And I think he appreciated that more as well.
The night before their wedding, Andy and Prisca have arrived in Gretna Green. After a long day travelling, there's only one thing on Andy's mind.
You are going to turn up, aren't you?
Of course.
And you're going to be on time. I can live.
I'm gonna be on time.
I can live with the
Andy.
second one being a lie.
I promise.
Despite Prisca's reassurances, Andy could still be facing an anxious night ahead.
I imagine the nerves will subside and it will just turn into a feeling of excitement. It's a little bit like going to watch a very important football match, a cup final. You might be nervous on the way there. Once you get into the stadium, the atmosphere builds, then you become excited when the teams come out. And I suppose it'll be a little bit like that. Though, of course, the wedding is far more important.
It's the morning of Andy and Prisca's wedding. If Prisca can get ready on time, that is.
No, because we still need to tell her it's 11:30.
That's a good point.
When you manage any project, you know, sometimes you have to set deadlines which are slightly ahead of the actual deadline, so you meet the actual deadline.
11:30, right? Yeah. And we've got how many minutes left? 10 minutes left.
How's she looking? Is she looking ready-ish? That's a no then, isn't it? If we're not there on time, yeah, the wedding won't take place. Yeah. Just the assurance is there that everything's fine, no need to panic, which means you do need to panic.
Andy attempts to take control.
Right.
So say, tell her she's got 10 minutes slack.
Right, okay.
Please,
okay.
thank you.
But Prisca is not one to be rushed.
Why should I be panicking? What's going wrong?
Maybe the groom might not turn up.
Oh, please. He'll turn up.
As a project manager used to meeting deadlines, Andy is already at the registration office. All he can do now is sit, wait,
Well, ideally she will turn up.
and hope. Meanwhile, after Andy feared being left waiting at the altar, his bride-to-be has finally arrived.
Thank you, babe. That up.
If you turn to face each other. To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health, to the exclusion of all others.
So long as we both shall live.
It's my privilege to pronounce you husband and wife.
It's just been an absolutely brilliant day, and I'm just thrilled to bits. The chemistry between them two is amazing, and it was love at first sight. You could tell. I know. I'm his mother.
We're extremely relieved, not just to have got married because of how manic it's been, but because we're now legally insured to work overseas in Liberia. It's a very, very important thing to make sure you look after whoever you're married to the best of your ability. And if that means you have to come to Gretna Green and get married at very short notice, then that's what you do.
Beautiful.
I've got lipstick.